Hey, what's up everybody? This is the Lasko 754200 ceramic heater with adjustable thermostat. This is the box which it came in. Let's see. And it is a small but very powerful device. I've been using it now for about a couple months. And it's just very simple. It just comes in just like that. You've got some instructions along in here with you. But it is very powerful. It is very, very good. Here at the top you have the knobs, the settings. You have 0. If you leave it on 0, you will have the red light to be on, but it will not be working. So it would still be connected to power, and you'll see that by this indicator light, which I'll show you just in a second as I plug it in. But we have fan mode, then we have 1 and 2. So fan mode will not let out any heat. It will be strictly a fan that you will be using. And then when you have it on 1, it's low speed, 2 is high speed for the heat, which you have the thermostat right here, and it actually does work very well. I don't have it plugged in right now because I don't want the noise of it to kind of hinder my voice as I'm speaking to you right now. But the thermostat works very well. So if I leave it right here on this third, it will just accordingly. So what it will do is it will run for about 20-25 minutes until the room is heated to, let's say, whatever setting that is. And once it does, it will shut off. It will still be powered on, but it will shut off. It will stop running, and then once the temperature starts to drop, it will go ahead and turn itself back on, and it'll do that on and off throughout the entire night. So it is very good. I rarely use it on these higher settings because my room is about 400 square feet or so, but I do not need to use it on these higher settings. I usually keep it below halfway. Usually here in the 3rd or 4th dot is where I keep it, and it works perfect. It keeps my room nice and warm. I do have a room in the basement level of my home, and that's what I use it for. It works very good. I just had it plugged in, and so it doesn't get too hot either. As I just had this plugged in, I unplugged it about 5 minutes ago so I could show you guys in the video, and it is not, it doesn't burn you. So that's another good thing. It's a good positive out of this, so you don't have to have too much worry about things catching on fire or overheating, or if something touches this. You know, it does get hot, but it doesn't overheat. So that's another big positive for this device. It is small but very powerful. As you can see here, here's the fan. But it's an extremely well designed, great. It's a really good and well designed product. It has great quality to it. I like the design, I like the color, and it works perfectly. It works perfectly, and it works even in larger rooms. I've used it in a room probably twice the size of my room, and it works just as effectively. So it does pack a lot of power, especially for the price. It's well worth the price. I think when I purchased it, it was around $25 or $28, and I would pay the same amount again. I would even pay up to $35, and you'll still get your money's worth. So definitely a 5-star product, definitely a great product, and that's why I'm giving it this great review. And let me just go ahead and plug it in just so you can see how it does function a little bit. Okay, so as you see, we have it plugged in. We have the indicator light is on. We have it at 0, and we'll go ahead and put it on fan mode. And right there, so the fan is not working. It's not working, and I can still feel some heat, but because I just had it on for the past hour. But that's fan mode. Then we got the heat. We go to number 2, number 1 first. That's low setting, and as you can see right here, I have it towards the middle. If I turn it down, because my room is already hot, it will shut off automatically because it can sense the temperature of the room. So the thermostat works great. And then if I turn it up, it will automatically click back on at the appropriate mark for your room. So the thermostat works perfectly. I have no complaints about it. And level 2 setting, also for heat. It really does warm. I would say my room would warm up on level 2 on a high setting. Within 5 minutes, the room is completely warm. And sometimes at night, if I leave the thermostat a little bit too high, it does get too warm for my liking. So I do have to go ahead and turn it down or just turn it off and for the rest of the night, because it can get a little bit too warm depending on your room and the air flow into your room. And there's not a lot of airflow in my room. Like I said, I'm in the basement, so it does heat up pretty quickly overnight, and then I end up having to turn it off. Or sometimes I'll leave it on up until before I go to bed. I'll leave it on, and then I'll go ahead and just turn it off the rest of the night, and my room is sufficiently warm to carry me over through the night. So definitely a great product. I do recommend you buying it, and it's a 5-star review for me. Thank you.